Every single morning, before you can even open your eyes, a silent courtroom convenes. You are the judge, you are the jury, and you are the accused. And on the table sit two distinct heavy blocks of stone. You are legally obligated to pick one up and carry it for the next 16 hours. There is no option to walk away empty handed. You cannot pass the burden, you cannot delay the choice. The first stone is carved from the rough, jagged granite of discipline. It is heavy, it bruises the shoulders, it demands immediate payment in the currency of sweat, focus, discomfort, and early mornings. The second stone is smooth, it looks like polished marble, light as a feather when you first lift it. It is the stone of regret. It feels incredibly easy to carry at 6 am when the alarm goes off. It feels effortless at 2 pm when you choose comfort over your craft. It feels weightless at 9 pm when you choose distraction over your dreams. But here is the terrifying secret of the human condition. The stone of discipline stays the exact same weight every day. In fact, over time your muscles grow and it begins to feel lighter. But the stone of regret? It accumulates microscopic weight every single second you hold it. By the time 5, 10 or 20 years pass, that smooth, easy stone has quietly transformed into a mountain and it will crush the absolute life out of you. Today, we are going to look directly into the eyes of both because you are paying for your future right now. The only question is, which currency are you using? Let's define the enemy first. What is regret? Regret isn't just being sad that something didn't work out. Regret is the agonizing awareness of the ghost that follows you around. The ghost of the person you could have become if you had just stayed in the room, if you had just done the work. Regret is looking at your life at 40, 50 or 60 and realizing that the biggest antagonist in your story wasn't the economy, wasn't the upbringing, wasn't the people you doubted. It was your own short-term comfort. Jim Rohn famously noted that discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. Why? Because discipline is paid in the present moment. It is finite. When you finish a hard workout, the pain ends. When you close the laptop after a deep 4-hour session of building your business, the mental fatigue ends. The bill is paid in full. But regret? Regret is a debt you can never refinance. It is the infinite loop of the most tragic question the human mind can conceive. What if I hadn't quit when it got boring? What if I had blocked out the noise and given it 2 years of absolute unbroken focus? What if I had cared more about my execution than other people's opinions? We choose regret because it offers a massive discount upfront. It costs nothing today to sleep in. It costs nothing today to break a promise to yourself. It costs nothing today to scroll for 4 hours instead of learning a high value skill. But history shows us that the back and interest rate on the comfort is absolutely bankruptcy of the soul. Now let me tell you about the truth about discipline. Now look at the alternative, discipline. Society has lied to you about what discipline actually is. We look at high disciplined people and assume they possess some magical reservoir of willpower, or they have simply don't feel the temptation to slack off. That is completely wrong. The most disciplined people on earth feel the exact same resistance you do. Their blankets are just as warm at 5 am Their beds are just as comfortable. Their brains scream for cheap entertainment just as loudly as yours does. What's the difference? They have changed their relationship with pain. They realize that discipline is not a punishment, it is the ultimate form of self love. Think about it. When you are undisciplined, you are actively choosing the happiness of your current temporary self over the survival of your future. You are letting a fleeting emotion dictate your permanent legacy. Discipline means trading the cheap synthetic dopamine of right now for fickle, unreliable, fair weather friend. Motivation shows up when the sun is shining and you feel inspired, but discipline is a soldier that stands guard in the freezing rain when you feel absolutely nothing. You do not need more inspiration. You do not need another motivational video. You do not need the perfect alignment of the stars. You need to look at the daily mundane tasks required to build your dream, and you need to execute them with the cold, calculated precision of a machine. So the question arises, how do we bridge the gap? How do we permanently drop the weight of regret and lift the granite of discipline? You build your life on 4 unshakable pillars. You cannot be disciplined towards a vague destination. If you tell yourself, I just want to be successful or I want to make content, your brain will choose comfort every single time because the alternative lacks clarity. You must define your target with a surgical precision. Exactly what are you building? Exactly who are you doing for it? When the target is crystal clear, the sacrifices required to hit it suddenly make sense. Stop relying on conscious decisions making. Every time you have to debate with yourself, should I work out today? Should I record that video today? Should I study tonight? You drain your energy. The disciplined mind automates. You design an environment where the right choice is the easiest choice, and you turn your daily execution into a non-negotiable ritual. It is not a question of if you will do the work, it is simply a matter of when. True discipline is less about what you add to your life and more about what you ruthlessly cut away. It is the elimination of the things that pull you offline. It means saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. It means cutting off toxic circles, disabling the distraction that hijack your focus, and protecting your time like it is your most valuable asset because it is. It is. The disciplined person does not look outward when the things go wrong. They do not blame the algorithm, the market, their boss, or their circumstances. They look in the mirror. If you want to own your success, you must first completely own your failures. When you accept 100% responsibility for your current position in life, you instantly gain 100% of the power to change it. Now, we come to the final conclusion, the final verdict. As you finish watching this, the courtroom in your mind is about to adjourn for the day. The 2 stones are still sitting right there on the table. Years from now, you will be older, your face will have lines, your hair will have grayed, and you will look back at this exactly period of your life. You will either look back with a deep, quiet smile of triumph, knowing you paid the price early and bought your freedom, or you will look back with a hollow, aching sorrow, realizing you traded your ultimate potential for a few extra hours of comfort. The pain is completely unavoidable. You cannot escape it. You cannot run from it. You must choose one. Will it be the short term, sharp, muscle building pain of discipline? Or will it be the lifelong, heavy, crushing darkness of regret? One builds a monument, the other digs a grave. The choice has never been anyone else but yours. Drop the weight that are holding you down, pick up your burden, do the work, and never look back.